What is going on, guys? I am back with my triple poison team. I just made a video about this, and right after I made the video, I did some sets, and the first set I went 5-0. And I am here to showcase that for you guys. Show you a little bit of my strategies with it, more in detail, and how I play out of a bad lead, like the constant Azumrals. Here we go. Get into some of the commentary. I did say in my last video the move sets. I'll go ahead and repeat them for you. Dragalge has Dragon Tail, Aqua Tail, and Gunk Shot. That is a Shadow Drapion. The Shadow Drapion has Poison Sting, Aqua Tail, and Crunch. And then my Alolan Muck with the signature Poison Jab, Acid Spray, Dark Pulse combo. So we got a kind of an uncomfortable lead against the Sableye. And I immediately swap into the Dragalge. Or I honestly, I wasn't even paying attention. I think I may have built up to an Aqua Tail, or I think I swapped out immediately. I can't remember. But I see the Toxicroak come in, and I just crack a smile. I love this matchup because the Toxicroak cannot take two Aqua Tails comfortably, so they normally take the first one because they think it's a crunch, and then they realize, oh crap, it's Aqua Tails, mutual damage, Shadow Drapion, and then they block the second one. And I am getting to a third here, so I'm either going to get this last shield or I'm going to win switch, and they're going to block it, and then they're just going to farm me down here because they can farm me down here pretty comfortably without me getting to another one. I still almost get to it. And now I'm going to come in here again with my Dragalge to absorb the Mud Bomb, because I can absorb it very comfortably from this amount of life. It does around 50% health, around that, a little more maybe. And then I can just Dragon Tail this down. And should be coming back in with the Sableye here. And I believe I'm going to swap into my Muck. Yes, I'm going to have to shield here. He did catch me with a lot of energy here, but that's okay because he's expending his energy, and he's energy dry now. So I come in with my Muck, and no matter what he comes in with here, it's an Alolan Muck and it's a Drapion, and this is a very comfortable matchup for Muck with Acid Spray Poison Jab combo, because I'm just gonna throw an Acid Spray, get to a Dark Pulse, and by the time I get to the Dark Pulse, those Poison Jabs are just gonna chip off enough health for that to be lethal damage. And then I just close out with the Dragalge and his mass amount of energy he's got against that Sableye. And the Sableye is completely energy dry right now, so I can just Dragon Tail it a few times, get to 2 Aqua Tails, and take it out. So right now, if you'll notice when you use this team, if you guys do decide to use this team, there are Azumrals on almost every single team you fight, or Mawiles, right? You're gonna want to pair those up. Obviously, you're going to want the Muck against the Azumarill if you don't have shield advantage. If you have shield advantage, you can actually destroy it with the Dragalge, like destroy it. And then the Drapion, you really want to get the Drapion matched up with like Wormadam. I mean, Muck can handle it very well too. Or the Sableyes, the Alolan Marowaks. So Jellicent it's a joke to Drapion. Jellicent gets 2-shot with Crunch. Almost 1-shot with Crunch, believe it or not. That was the first match. Very well played to my opponent. This is just a very, very hard team to deal with if you're not prepared for it. And most teams are not prepared for it. Most teams do not have ground types with a fast ground move like Mud Slap. Mud Slap is really the weakness to this team, I found. But that's why I'm also running the 2 Aqua Tails. It does fantastic, especially Shadow Drapion on that safe swap. It's very nice. It's very nice. And again, this is the Halloween Cup, guys. It's not the regular Great League. I don't think this team would do as well in regular Great League, all those Bastiodons. But in Halloween League, where there are no Bastiodons and Stunfisks, this team is it's climbing me a lot of rating. I'm already up 600 points since I've started using it within a week. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And so obviously you saw what happened there. I I'm comfortable with this. This fortress is not going to do too much to me, and it's very tanky, so I figure they're going to eat the first one, so I don't throw an Aqua Tail first. I throw the Crunch first. And now, if they see the Crunch damage, I'm going to block this up in case it's an Earthquake. I don't really know the Bug Bite energy generation in battle. I don't really go up against many of these. And now I'm going to Aqua Tail bait it. Because this person has 2 shields. They're probably thinking, you know, why not just shield instead of lose swap immediately, and they take the bait. And to where I will immediately respond with a second, and I'm pretty sure I get the second shield here, if I remember correctly. And then I will let him take me out, because he's not gonna let me build up to a crunch here. He's gonna throw. I was waiting for the Earthquake, though. I know this thing has Earthquake. I was waiting for it. I was like, okay, he mirror shot me twice. I've got 1 shield. I'm just going to come down, farm it down with Dragalge to get a buku amount of energy. And here's the Earthquake. Here's the Earthquake. Yeah, I'm blocking it. If I had not blocked this, I would have lost this match and ruined the 5-0. But I had a feeling. I was just like, dude, I got to block this. I have too much energy. I don't want to take a chance. And lo and behold, it's the Earthquake. And then in comes the Azumarill. It's about to get gunk shot in the face unless they catch. I tried to wait until a bubble went through so they get stuck in the animation. And Psionics Gold. Boom! Look at that. Yes. I did not appreciate that. Tried to snipe it. Didn't work. And then comfortable Drapion matchup. Yeah, so this is a good game. Very well played here. That Acid Spray Poison Jab combo on the Muck is so lethal. If you use it as the last Pokemon in the battle, I mean it really can handle almost anything in this Halloween Cup. That Poison Dark typing, man, it's just nasty. It's nasty in this cup. Yeah, so we'll just go over some other stuff, I guess, while this match is cleaning up here. There's really nothing my opponent can do in this situation. Throwing the Dark Pulse here, and it's pretty much gonna take out the Drapion. I'm just gonna farm it down. The Azumarill, I'm just gonna farm it down, and Dragalge's just gonna come in if I don't farm it down. Look at all the health he has. It's done. So Drapion, if they swap into a Drapion safe swap, you bring in yours instead of the Muck at first, because with shields, because the Aqua Tail outpaces regular Drapion's Crunch so much faster that by that 1 Poison Sting, and it makes a world of a difference, especially if you're denying them their Poison Stings when you're throwing your moves. It's incomparable. I mean, 3 Aqua Tails take out a regular Drapion. And you need 3 crunches to take out the Shadow Drapion. So it's just really, you're a whole 3 Poison Stings ahead for each one of those. And it's really nice. It's a really comfortable matchup. So Dragalge in the lead. Now this is the thing about it. It's you're either going to get really good leads or really bad leads. And I mean, the Azumarill lead, in my opinion, is not a bad lead, because of this method of swapping out into the Drapion, making them think you have Sludge Bomb, and then wait, here they go. They swap into a Sableye while I have almost 100 energy. So I'm just going to go ahead and bait right out the gate because they know this is a crunch, right? Because I've got 100 energy, and I get a shield. So here comes the second, and I am immediately punishing with a crunch. They're not going to block this because they don't want to give up 2 shields right out the gate. And boom. Boom! Look at that damage, right? And now I'm going to get to another Aqua Tail, and this is really, like, my opponent's probably just like, God, Drapion at this point, like almost everybody else. So at the cost of 1 shield here, I am going to get a shield for my opponent, win switch, and leave with a ridiculous amount of energy. So this is why I come in against the Azumarill with my Shadow Drapion, because they always swap out, always think that I have Sludge Bomb, and that's the whole mind trick here with this team, right? And I know me opening my big mouth and people watching this video, if it gets around, there's probably people that are gonna understand this method with this team, and it might not work as well, you know, a few days, few weeks, few months later on from now. But right now, guys, it is climbing me. I mean, I'm really, like, I think at the end of this set I hit almost 3,100 after this 5-0, and Yeah, this will probably get me on the leaderboards, this team, if it's not caught on to super quick. Yeah, this is not looking good for my opponent. I mean, it's I got a shield there, and at this point, I'm just chipping away, and the reason I did not continue to go for the gunk shot there is because my opponent was not going to let me finish that, right? So I went ahead and threw, because they would have stopped me before I had gotten that gunk shot, and this is all just extra chip damage. Why not get this extra chip damage instead of just going down without all that extra damage? So I come in with the muck here, and they swap to their Drapion, and I mean, you guys have just seen this matchup several times. So this is a very comfortable matchup for Alolan Muck. So yeah, this is it's looking like, yeah, a win, and I know it's a win, but it's looking like a win so far right now as the way that the match is progressing. It's pretty much not looking super good for my opponent. They would have to, I don't even know how they would win this at this point. But yeah, if there's a Scizor in the front, that is kind of rough. You have to play that one out accordingly. I normally do what I do with the Mawile with that. I build up to a Aqua Tail on the Dragalge, eat the first move if they throw it, throw the Aqua Tail, and then immediately swap into the Drapion, and by the time they can think of something to do, because they're normally like, oh, it's Steel type, it's resisting the poison and the dark, you know, they normally don't swap out in time, and I get to another Aqua Tail, but if they do, you just have to play it from there. I'll upload more videos showing how I get out of the, this Shadow Scizor situation as well, because that can also be handled with this team very well. Galvantula leads are, and they quit out, yeah. Galvantula leads for me are like, it's like an early Christmas. Yeah, I like those Galvantula leads. And Toxicroak leads, very much so. Nidoqueen leads. Dragalge just loves to see them. Loves to see them. And I am a huge dragon fan too. Dragalge is one of my favorite dragons. It's just such an awesome poison dragon typing. It's just so unique and so good in battle. I believe this is the fourth. I believe this is the fourth match right here. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it should be the fourth match. And I think we get a positive lead here. Yeah, Drapion's a positive lead for Dragalge. And you might be thinking, well, that crunch damage is going to get you, two of them will take you out. Yeah, but if I choose not to shield. But look at these Dragon Tails. Look how much the Dragon Tails are doing. It's a ridiculous amount of auto damage. I really like the Dragon Tail buff that they did this season. I really am happy about it. So throwing the Aqua Tail, and then I'm pretty sure I'm just going to swap immediately into my own Drapion here. Yeah. And then we can eat whatever he throws. He swaps into a Toxicroak. You guys already know how this matchup goes. I cracked a smile when I saw this, and I was like, all right, this is good. This is very good. Probably going to take this like they always do. Yep, there it is. Immediately preventing the free counter, and this is getting a shield, just like last game. Not last game, I think, but the game before that. Whatever. It's the same. It's normally always the same outcome. And I believe they throw here. Yeah, and I will shield. Again, same situation. I would rather get both shields or a shield and switch than just one shield. And I'm already at the Aqua Tail, so absolutely gonna throw that Aqua Tail. And they're gonna normally what they do is they block it and then they farm you down to where I will. Oh, but this guy plays it a little differently. Yeah, I forgot. Yes, this guy just goes down. And now I have their Drapion. He's going to take me out. He's had enough of the Aqua Tails. He's had enough of the Aqua Tails. He's going to throw a crunch here to take me out. Or his own Aqua Tail. Giving me a little taste of my own medicine. Oh my goodness. My goodness. And I can eat this comfortably with the Alolan Muck. This is a very comfortable matchup for me right here. I believe I just try to farm this thing down just to get as much energy as possible, because you already know one Pokemon left, Acid Spray combo. They're not gonna be having a good time. Can't get rid of that debuff. That's just brutal. I do throw here to prevent more Aqua Tail damage. Because like I said, no matter what it is in the back, it doesn't have any energy. And I'm getting to it is a Jellicent. Alright, so you have two different things you can do in this situation. If they block this, then just go for the Dark Pulse. If they don't block it, because this is a bait, you go straight in with the Dragalge and just look at that Dragon Tail damage with the double debuff. Oh man, they have to throw to get you out of here. They have to throw. That Dragon Tail damage is just absolutely nasty. And the Aqua Tail chunks too from that double debuff. We're going to let this go because if it's a Bubble Beam bait, we lose. But if it's a Nuke Jelly, we win. And it's a Nuke Jelly. And we still would have won against the Bubble Beam Jelly because if that had been a bait, we would have lived. And there's still double debuff. We would have just Dragon Tailed down. So, yeah. It's a good game. Very well played to my opponent. Very, 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 very good. There's not really much you can do against this team if you're not prepared for it. So yeah, that was the 4th match. We will be getting into the 5th match here. I think it takes a while on this last match for me to find someone to battle. It does that when you're at Legend rank. It takes forever to find people sometimes. So what do you guys think about this team? I would really like to hear your honest opinions on it. And have you tried it yet? If you haven't tried it yet, give it a shot. It's not really expensive. You can use a regular Drapion instead of the Shadow Drapion. It's just not as... it's really just not as powerful as that Aqua Tail. That Aqua Tail is just absolutely brutal on Shadow Drapion. You really need it. You really need the Shadow Drapion. I'm sure you could get away with a normal one and get some wins, but it's not going to perform like this team if it's not a Shadow Drapion. I know I've had some people ask me since I started talking about it. What can you use a regular Drapion? And I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. But it's not going to be as effective. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I quit out of this and go back in because I feel like it was holding me for some reason. And just to reiterate, this is the Halloween Cup, not the regular Great League. No Bastiodons and no Stunfisks. Because if there was, I don't think this team would be climbing as much as it is. I mean, I've already gotten like what 600 points with this team. This is a fantastic team, and this last match is pretty good. I think this is another Azumarill lead and the last match. And I hope you guys enjoy seeing me come back from these Azumarill leads and the Mawile leads. I don't think we got any Mawile leads out of this 5-0. Yeah, like there's a lot of things that this team can handle. It's pretty much almost everything. So Mawile is definitely something very much so used right now. Super popular. Jellicent, the Wormadam Trash, Azumarill's on like almost every single team. The Shadow Scizor. Drapion, you'll see Drapion too. A lot of teams. Galvantula, Crustle occasionally here and there. You'll see some other Dragalges. But this team, dude, it literally has an answer for everything. It literally has an answer for everything. Here we go, starting the 5th match. About time. This was quite a climb, guys, with all the lag and all the other stuff. Yeah, it was quite a climb this season for sure. Azumarill lead. What do? We come in with the Drapion. What do? They swap out into the Mawile, and we love to see it because it's so glassy. I almost have 3 Aqua Tails I'm about to unleash on this thing, and I'm either getting Switch or I'm getting Bow Shields. So take the first one, immediately punish with a second. I'm getting a shoulder winning Switch here. And I will get to that 3rd one. Yeah, I will get to that 3rd one, no problem. And I think I do before they throw as well. Yeah, so so I'm getting Bow Shields here or winning Switch. I'm pretty sure I get Bow Shields here before Or maybe they take it. No, yeah, I get both shields. Yeah, this is already looking amazing. And I will give up this one shield here. They should have thrown a lot earlier. Because if they had power up punch and upped their Fire Fang damage, that really would have put me in a very awkward spot. But they didn't. And I will give a shield. So I give one shield to get 2 shields and switch. That's what just happened. And that is, and they get no farm. They get 1 bubble on, and then we just come in with the Muck, and Muck's doing his thing here. And honestly, this is pretty much a good game at this point. I mean, really, if you're in this kind of position, it is almost impossible for your opponent to come back from this. This is Ruffton right here. Yeah, this is Ruffton. Even if he swaps as soon as I throw this poison, acid spray, even if he swaps, it's fine. It's totally fine. He tries to get the last shield from me, which he will. He'll get the last shield from me. Because normally when they have an Azumarill lead, it's normally a Wormadam Trash in the back. I mean, that is the most common team I have seen. And what is it? It is a Wormadam Trash. It is a Wormadam Trash. And that is a good game, very well played, ladies and gentlemen. You see a lot of the same teams in this cup. And this team really kind of just sticks it to them. So this Dark Pulse is going to be doing like 80% of its life. Almost bare minimum. Yeah, it's that's just a ridiculous amount. I just come in with a Gigology. I can comfortably eat whatever it throws here, Iron Head or Bug Buzz, no problem, and just farm down. And that's a 5-0 right there, guys and gals. Like I said, if I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on this team, please leave some comments and let me know what you think about it. It's not that expensive, and a lot of these mons have been released frequently, so a lot of people should have this team right here. A lot of people should have this team. Shadow Drapion's kind of the more difficult one, I suppose, to get out of all these, but I mean, there's been plenty of rockets with the Skorupies, so you know, I wouldn't think that, you know, it's not something super difficult to get, and they're still in the poison rockets right now that you can get. So definitely, if you don't have one, I would most definitely consider farming those rockets until you get one, because we should be getting a rocket event soon. It's been almost a year, I believe, since we got an actual rocket event where they changed the mons. It's been a very long time, so we should be getting a change in rocket Pokemon soon, I believe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new and you enjoyed the content. I will be bringing you more videos of this team specifically before I get into Ultra Premier Classic. I love that cup, I really do, and I'm gonna do some matches of it. But I want to milk this team as long as possible, see if I can get myself on the leaderboards with it. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I do. And I hope you guys have a good day.